Wow. Good evening, everyone. Um, just a moment. Let me see. Oh, wow. Just a moment. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good to be back again. It's quite a while. I've been live on the Diaspora Network. Just a few things to talk about this night. Maybe I won't take long time. Just few things to talk about. I'm sorry, just a moment, please. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let me go. All right. Just a moment, please. I think I can continue talking because I don't. I have. All right. Good evening, everyone. This is Diaspora Network, and as I've said, just a few things to say, just a few things to talk about. I'll be saying, let's pray for our country, Nigeria. People are saying, why we pray for Nigeria? People are making many comments, but the truth must be said. You have to pray for your country. That is the country we live in. When the country is doing well, we are doing well. So, okay, we are praying. We are doing our art. We are pushing forward. We want to make sure the right thing is done. Okay. But today, I just have to talk about. I saw. I know some people want to trend online, so they are doing so many things to just to trend. Um, our old professor Wole Soyinka is doing his own. Um, the other lady, the former NDDC chairperson, Loretta Onoche, she was saying her own, and man, so many things are just happening at the same time. I will just play some videos and we'll talk about it. Okay. First of all, I have to start with Loretta Onoche. Some days ago, she was saying Peter Obi should be arrested. That somebody that came third. How can he be saying that he won the election. You know, these guys don't know that Peter Obi, because he's quiet. He was even the one that makes us to be quiet, that made that people didn't go out to go and protest. They didn't know, they don't know all this stuff, man. They don't know. They know, but they're just trying to make. They just want to go. They want to trend. This is Onoche. What is her name again? Loretta Onoche, the former NDTC chairman, chairperson. You just wake up and you just want to talk. You just want to make a point. You just want your name to be heard. This was a lady that was in. I heard she went to UK. I mean, after she was sacked as IDDC chairman, she went to UK, and he threw her out from her house. But she denied it, that it was her cousin that tried to take the house from her and all those stuff. But that is not my point, really, man. That statement she made, I don't really get it. What that DSS can arrest Peter Obi, one thing. You know, people take Peter Obi for granted because he's a quiet person. That election, we know he won it landslide, and they stole the election. He told people don't riot. They told him to go to court. He said he's going to court. Had it been his under person, we all knew what happened during the time of Buhari and what is his name, Osinbajo, when they wanted to contest against Jonathan. They said if they lose the election, that the nation will not contain anybody. They said so. They threatened. But this is a guy, Peter Obi, that is gentle. He has the people at heart. He doesn't want all those stuff, all those protests, war, all those stuff. But the truth must be told. Nigeria, the battle, everything is in our hands, okay? It's in our hands. It's not in the hands of, I would not say judiciary, man. It's not the hand of judiciary. The battle lies with the people. The country lies in our hand, the people. That is the truth. We should all know that. We should all just have to have that one in our head. What is happening in that country is painful, really. It's so painful, and it's so painful. That's what I would say. I thought by now we should all by now waking up from our slumber, from our sleep. But I don't get it. We are still just there. Well, anyway, maybe she just want to trend, or maybe she's looking for appointment, or maybe she wants a favor from this APC government, from Tinubu. Maybe that was why she made that statement. All the same, it's so painful for her to make such a statement, because she disgraced herself, man. She fooled herself. She disgraced herself. Down to bad. Down to bad. That's not the issue. I just like to put it aside. The issue is Wole Soyinka. Prof Wole Soyinka. He was in South Africa for, I don't know, for a meeting or something. I don't know. I don't care to know why he went there. He said the same thing. That Obi came third. That the election, anyway, the Labour Party lost the election. They know that they lost the election. I don't know why this guy is so concerned about Peter Obi, Labour Party. He's leaving what he's supposed to say and saying all that thing. It was okay. Was the election free and fair? He didn't answer such questions. All the ethnicity, all the bigotry, all the hatred, he left that one aside. He was just talking about obedient movements, this and that. I should tell all the obedience, congrats, guys. Congrats, guys. Congrats. Under 1 year, we shook the nation. We shook the system. Obi has given hope. Peter Obi has given hope to the youth right now. He's giving hope to everyone that we can take our future back. We can take our country back. That is the hope he has given everybody. The youth right now, they are hopeful for tomorrow because Peter Obi. The youth right now believe that they can take the power from all these jackals, from all these politicians. The youth right now, they believe that they can contest for election and win. The youth right now believe that election, if you go to election, you don't need to spend money. Yeah, we know that election is expensive, okay? We know. You don't need to bribe your way in. You don't need to do all those stuff, what all these politicians are doing. The youth right now, they have now, we thank God for what he has done as part, enlightening the eyes of the youth, that we can take our country back, that the future can be bright, that this political system that have been hijacked by some few people, we can take it back from them. These are some of the things he has really, this movement has done, and we are proud of it. Apart from despite the rigging, we have the governor, we had senators, House of Reps, so many things, but there is now a belief that we can change the reading. That's not a belief. The case is it's going to the Supreme Court. That is the truth. It's going to the Supreme Court. But let's assume, despite what will happen, we are praying for the best, okay? We are praying for the best. I will say, all obedience, kudos. And I've been saying it's a long war. Don't give in, don't give up. It's a long war. It's a long war. It's a war we need to fight to the end. We need to fight it to the end. That is the truth. We need to fight the war to the end. We cannot just stop halfway. Okay? So the battle continues. The battle continues. Wole Soyinka was just talking nonsense. I would say nonsense. Let me just play the video of Arise TV. Okay? Let me play the video of Arise TV of what the analysis. Okay? Let's listen to the analysis. Please, as you watch, I would like to make a comment, like and share. Okay? It's important you make a comment, you like and share. All right?
Made a controversial claim accusing the leadership of the Labour Party of being aware that their party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, lost the February 25th election. The Nobel laureate was speaking at an event titled The Lives of Wole Soyinka, a dialogue organized by Africa in the world. Soyinka used the Yoruba phrase, "bajue," which means obtaining by deception, to describe the actions of the Labour Party, stating that they are trying to force a lie on Nigerians, especially the youth, that Obi won the election. Let's take a listen.
I could say categorically that Peter Obi's party came third, not even second, and that the leadership knew it. Well, they wanted to do what we call in Yoruba, bajue. That is, you have force of arms. You also have force of lies. And it was gearing up towards violence. They were going to send, some of the hardliners were going to send crowds, young people, into the streets to demonstrate. I'm always ready to be among such demonstrators, but only on the banner of truth, not of lies, not of deceit. Peter Obi achieved something remarkable there, that he broke that mold. Yes, however, he did not win the election.
All right, Dr. Abati, that phrase, "bajue," got me. I mean, you know that Wole Soyinka has always been quite vocal about Peter Obi's, emergence as whether it is a third force or not. But before I come to you, let me take some tweets. This is from Omar, who wrote, "No one can be seen to say categorically that someone didn't win an election if the person cannot show proof of what he asserts. It is on Prof to show us why his assertion is true. Was he in the 36 states monitoring the elections, or his agencies were or a report affirmed so? Well, Lawrence also wrote, why does Wole Soyinka feel so comfortable saying terrible things against Peter Obi? He claims Peter Obi was mobilizing youth for protest, while in truth, Peter Obi was the one telling the youth to keep away from protests. The youth are blaming Peter Obi for not allowing them protest. Wole Soyinka is saying Peter Obi was mobilizing the youth to protest. I mean, Lawrence's tweet was quite apt. We do know that Peter Obi has been telling everyone to stay calm until Judgment Day. Judgment Day has come and gone, and we have not seen any violence. So, I mean, it is quite worrisome to hear Professor Wole Soyinka make such assertions. Dr.
It's
Abati.
very straightforward.
Yeah.
The obedience,
Yes.
those characters on social media who give Peter Obi a bad name, they finally lost Professor Wole Soyinka. You recall that before now he had complained about this obedience, some people call them some other names, you know, operating on social media and forcing Peter Obi down everybody's throats. And he said, look, at that time, that Peter Obi
I don't want to listen to this guy's comment. No, his comment is even annoying also. Okay.
Somebody else,
But
no blood, should provide the leadership. Many of them.
I don't know why this guy is
who in
just
fact supported
against Peter Obi and against
they
obedience.
backed
Obedient movement,
away from him because of the
have a
behavior
cause.
of these characters.
We have a
who
role to
abuse
play in our
everybody,
country.
who think
Take our
their
country
own
back.
version of the truth is
That's what
the
we want to
version
do.
of reality.
People of
So,
integrity, people
That's the
can
evidence
trust.
you have seen there.
Be you a
You
Muslim,
see
be you a
who
Christian,
can
be you
debate
a Fulani,
interviewer,
Hausa, Yoruba,
feeling
you can be who
where
you
is
want to
Prof
be if you
going
have the right
in this matter?
constitution.
That's number one.
That is
The
what we are
second part
asking
of
for,
what you
equality for everyone. That's what we
Professor
are
Wole
asking
Soyinka
for.
is just expressing an
Who
opinion.
is cause? Look,
His
these guys,
opinion
they are
does
looking for
not matter
trouble.
in
But
this
at the end of the day, they will say, well, we're looking for
Court
trouble.
of Appeal has
Yeah,
ruled,
in a house that there
right?
could be different
The
people,
way
different
the
characters. We all know
Presidential
that,
Election
but
Petition Tribunal
not
handled
as
the
what they are
matter.
portraying. It's like this
Mr.
guy,
Peter Obi himself and the other petitioner,
Wole Soyinka. This guy,
People's
he
Democratic
needs to
Party,
go and rest
Atiku
and
Abubakar,
relax.
they have said they are going all the way
I don't
to
know
the
how
Supreme Court.
I would
What
qualify
the
him
law
right now.
provides for
I
is
don't know how
that
to
the
qualify Wole
apex court in
Soyinka. That guy
presidential
needs to
matters
go and rest
that will
and
have a
relax.
final say.
Let's continue
And I
to listen to
think,
this guy first.
while it is
I
normal,
just
natural
talk like
for
this
people
because
to react to
so party talk was not too
court
good.
rulings.
All right.
In this particular matter, it is the Supreme Court that will tell us the truth of it.
Yes, at the
so,
end of
and
the
Professor Soyinka is not in a position because he's not a shamanist, he's not a futurologist. He once wrote a play called Requiem for Futurologists. So he himself cannot act as a futurologist in the matter. So we all should just calm down and wait for, the Supreme Court. And when he says Bajue, deception, right? Well, there are some other commentators who will say Professor Soyinka is accusing Peter Obi and the Labour Party of Bajue of deception. But some people will say, in fact, the entire election was an act in Grant Bajue, a whole deceptive operation. There are people who, even if you wake them up 10 years from now, they will still say 2023 general election was complete Bajue, quoting Professor Soyinka. So it's not just about Labour Party, and it's on the basis of that we are saying that there are certain reforms that will still need to take place. There are certain consequential steps that will have to be taken by the National Assembly with regard to the electoral framework in Nigeria. So that phrase, Bajue, don't limit it to where Professor Soyinka has located it. Some people will tell you it's an entire Bajue that we are dealing with.
Yeah, well, it has gone to the Supreme Court and we'll wait for the Supreme Court judgment. I mean, obviously, his statement has elicited a lot of reactions. Well, in the same vein, a public affairs analyst, Duro Jaye Ogunsoya, was trending on Wednesday after...
Let me pause there, okay? We all know Peter Obi won the election. So this is one that Professor is doing. I don't understand it. Peter Obi won the election. I think the government of the day of Tinubu is trying to sell itself also to show the people that his government is legitimate. They are still fighting the battle of legitimacy. Nobody has. Look, they rigged the election. They stole the election. They stole the people's mandate. That is the truth. Wole Soyinka going there to be talking obedience, this one, that became third. How can he came third? How can he say he won the election? Look, the tribunal has done their own, which we know that it was 40. I will play a video of Chimanmanda of what she said too. You know, obedience, we cannot give up, we cannot give in, okay? We are winning this. We make sure that by the power of God, the voice of his people must be heard. It will be heard. That is for sure. It will be heard. And nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop it. Peter Obi won the election and is right now it's going to Supreme Court. We are all watching and waiting. It was even him that make people not to protest. It was even him that made people not to protest. If not, people will be on the street right now protesting. Well, as I've said, they're still trying to buy favor. When you in South Africa talking nonsense that probably came towards that he didn't win the election. That is, I don't know the beef he has with Obi. I don't know the beef he has with Obedient. Look, Wole Soyinka, I think it's high time you go to your village and rest. At times, old age also affect people. I think you have to. I don't want to insult him, man, but he was what is supposed to be respected, you know. But what he's doing for the past since after the election this year, what he's been doing is not good for the country. He has left what he's supposed to say, and he's talking nonsense. He's talking nonsense. The election was rigged. He didn't talk about that one. People we are just being bigotry, talking nonsense, ethnicity. He didn't talk of that one. He was talking of well, history will judge everyone, you know. History will judge everyone. We know that Peter Obi won the election. We all know that. He's going to the Supreme Court. Let's watch and see. So, that aside, okay. Then another person came up again. He said he was a classmate of Tinubu. After all these years, when Tinubu wanted to contest for governorship in Lagos State, people there was scandal of his certificate. Who was his classmate? Nobody came out. After these 20-something years, these guys are coming out now. During the court, the guy don't surface. Now he's not saying what is his name again? The guy, I think Duro Jaye Ogushonya, that's the classmate. It was a classmate of Tinubu in Chicago. Look, Nigerians, we should all wake up. This is a younger guy. He's a very young guy. If you check his age, he's very young. So I don't really know what. Do they pay him? I don't know. We should face the facts. And the people have searched, Google on this guy. There is nothing to show that he was in Chicago University. I don't want to say much about that because all these people they are so annoying. They are so annoying. If you are really Tinubu's classmate, all these years, why did you come out to speak out? Why did you come out? What stopped you from coming? What stopped you from speaking? Why didn't you come out to speak? Why? There are questions. Okay, even Rice TV, they will say it now because I will play the video. They will play the video. They said it should come to Rice TV, not TVC. TVC is owned by Tinubu now. So why not go to Rice TV and say what you said, because they will ask you questions. He's a young guy at your age. Are you saying you schooled at the same time with Tinubu? I don't get it anyway. But Nigeria at times could be very funny. Could be a very funny place. Could be a very, very funny place. We're all watching and waiting. We pray for Nigeria, as I've been saying. It's my country. I pray for that country every day. We should pray for that country. As we are praying, let action follow too. Let us go out there, as I've said. Don't leave the feet for them. Don't leave the feet for them. No, go out there and be acting. As you are praying, you are an actor. You are active in it. That is the truth. Be active. Go out there. If you want to contest for election, don't fear. Don't say those people, they have godfathers. No, don't worry. Don't worry, but know the right thing to do as per having the country in your mind. That's what we are saying. Let me continue with the video of Arise Television.
He stated during a live television interview that he was a classmate of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the Chicago State University and graduated alongside the president from the Department of Accounting and Business Administration in 1979. Well, during the interview, Wole Soyinka accused those disputing Tinubu's academic records of being mischievous because Tinubu was a governor for 8 years and would have had a university degree.
So we met in the school, Chicago State University, and we were in the same department, College of Accounting, Business and Administration, with major in accounting.
Yes.
With major in accounting. And we were in the same class together, and we graduated. He did attend the university, Chicago State University, and he graduated in 1979.
Okay, as you did.
As I did.
In 1979.
Yes, so I'm here to testify that he did attend the university and he was a good student. People were being mischievous in the first place because he was a governor for 8 years. Somebody who worked for Mobile for several years, and you're contesting that he didn't go to university. How is that possible? I cannot imagine how that is possible. That they are claiming that he didn't go to the... Sometimes the president might be embellished, sometimes, but that does not mean that he didn't attend university. He did attend university. He was a governor for 8 years.
Well, all right. I mean, I don't know if you need a university degree to be a governor, but certainly you do need one to, work at Mobile. So, I mean, Mr. Wole Soyinka has definitely caused a lot of reactions as well. Let me take one from Ileoma, who wrote, "It's been 23 years since Tinubu's Chicago qualifications were first challenged, and suddenly Duro Jaiye Wole Soyinka, a public affairs analyst with no digital footprint, suddenly remembers he attended school with Tinubu and used to mock his accent." Well, Nigeria is a funny place. Another Twitter user, Raymond, goes, "A simple Google search of Duro Jaiye Wole Soyinka shows that this man didn't exist till 2 days ago. No LinkedIn, Facebook, or even Chicago State University link outside his ambiguous claims. Do these clowns think this is the 1980s or 1990s? Information is everywhere and accessible." Well, Raymond, I mean, he may not have a LinkedIn of, a digital footprint, and not everybody does.
Let's say he's not digitally
But that
savvy.
actually was the rhetoric on social media, whether or not, where did he come from?
So, and it's quite curious, OJ.
Yes.
That's the first thing that came to mind as well when I saw, finally, someone has come out as a witness to give an interview to not just talk about the fact that they went to university together, but even give a character witness in terms of the kind of student that he was. Now, Mr. Duro Jaiye Wole Soyinka can come out as a student to say what he wants to say, but we can't take that as a certificate. We can't take that as records from the university. It's good to see, people, someone come out to testify that you and I were seatmates in university. But beyond that, people have made questions, and where are the pictures? Did they not take pictures in 1979? Do we not have records again? Why is Chicago State University, not being very forthcoming with regards to information? Yes, they've said, we had to go. Atiku Abubakar has gone to court to try and get them to release information with regards to the educational qualifications of President Bola Tinubu. But this has to go down as one of the most controversial in terms of the credentials of a president in Nigeria. I mean, we have cases like this often, but this is quite interesting. And I think just to put the matter to rest, certificate. Show us evidence of the fact that you went to university. And by the way, the fact that you worked in a certain organization doesn't mean, I'm sure some people will know of Oluyole, where they have said, so it's not
Oluwole.
Well, that shows I don't patronize their services. Oluyole is about
where you print fake certificates.
Yeah, so I'm just saying that that's not all these things. Just give us the real. That's what Nigerians just want to know the truth. Yes. And let me go to what Professor Soyinka said, because that's why I'm quite, as a young person in Nigeria, Professor Soyinka, as a citizen, is well within his rights to decide to choose or support a particular political party. Yes. However, I believe because of his status as a statesman, a lot of people would expect that he would be he will be non-partisan to at least a very large extent. I don't know what this obsession with Mr. Peter Obi and the Labour Party and the obedience is with Professor Wole Soyinka. What really occurred? Why is he so... Don't forget that there's a first runner up in the person of Atiku Abubakar. They're not talking about him. He's the third place position who seems to go their ox such that their press statements, what is really going on? And so I just say that in terms of that, he has a right to his opinion. But I also think lastly, it is unfair to paint the obedient movement, which has been praised in many ways for changing the political landscape of Nigeria in many ways, as being, just with really bad news, because in most movements, they're extremists. But you cannot base an entire movement on the extreme few and say that all of the obedients are extreme. I don't agree with that.
I know you wanted to make a comment on
I have a lot to say, Oji, that time will not permit me. Okay. That's the problem with what's trending.
Hey, yeah.
Welcome back again. At first, let us start. Okay. I think, like Aya said, it is wrong to paint the obedient movements. There are other people of a certain political party that harass people too. In fact, I had a taste of my own. It's just because I didn't take the case up. When people from this known political party harassed me in an elevator in Transcorp Hotel in Abuja.
Sorry about that, Rufai.
I guess they harassed me in an elevator. So when people say all sorts about the obedient movement, and constantly, if you go check my social media, they are constantly casting aspersions and saying all sorts of stupid things. If it's not somebody I have a very strong mental strength.
You do, Rufai.
Yes.
You do.
Every single day I'm being abused. So when people say it's the obedient movement, we don't tell the truth in this country. And that's why the country...
a whole movement.
So that's why the country has become a grand scene of Bajwe and Djibouti. And concerning what Professor, he has a right to say whatever he wants to say, but please, let's be balanced for the sake of God. The real Bajwe in all of this election is INEC that promised something and didn't do it. Yeah. The INEC that told a lot of Nigerians to come out, that we have video footages of Mr. Festus Okoye constantly coming out to say these methods will be used, and nothing was done. That's the real Bajwe in this. So let's call a spade a spade. No, the problem is we don't like to call a spade a spade. Thirdly, because I'm here and we have to go because of time. Thirdly, as regards this Mr. Duro and this conundrum and everything, if you come out to say you went to school with somebody, you have to prove it. You came on air, there were no pictures. You came on air, there were no enough proof and everything. He has to be able to come to proof. And part of proving it also means subjecting himself to other media. So he should come to Arise probably. 15 minutes, let's interview him. Yeah. Let's ask him more questions and all of that. And I'm sure he also knows that there's a case currently going on in the court as regards, and let me go back to it, as regards a subpoena by Nauru Eba. That case has now come out to light again.
That petition that we are seeing
and that petition is out there, because some characters said all sorts of lies and shenanigans. So, you see, let's just tell the truth. The truth will set all of us free. Right. The last time, 23 years ago, when this case came up, it was the State House of Assembly that helped quell the tide of the case. Now it's back up again. Let's just full disclosure.
I just wanted to quickly clarify that petition that was up there. It was on September 8th, a response from CSU to Atiku stating that, Tinubu did attend the Chicago State University, as well as the fact that they cannot truly confirm the, originality of his certificate because they consider it as a, one of those, how do you call it, a praise certificate of some sort. So that was that petition up there.
Is that this matter of President Tinubu's academic qualification has been on the table for more than 20 years, since he was governor. Okay, why is it that when he was governor of Lagos State, nobody showed up? So this Duro Jaiye Ogunsoya, or what is his name?
Come to Arise, let us talk.
He was not around
come here.
over 20 years ago. And in any case, if you look at him, he looks quite younger than the president.
Yeah.
So,
you know, come to Arise,
maybe it's on the basis of that David Hundeyin is now saying that this witness, this character witness, this classmate witness, is fake.
Yeah.
Because David Hundeyin has said that, I'm sure, you know, it will be responded to by interested parties. Okay, when President Buhari was said not to have attended secondary school, he gathered his classmates. They took photographs with him in the villa. Why is this so difficult? You know, when it was Dimeji Bankole's time, within a week, people were in NYSC camp with him. True pictures out. Okay, this one had to take up to 20 years.
23 years. I
think we have to do something about qualification.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody that does not have a basic degree and anybody whose classmates will show up after 20 years or whose secondary school classmates will have to come to the villa to validate. Look, that's ridiculous, man.
Right.
In a country where some people have 3 master's degrees, double PhDs, why is it that it's the division 2 people that will be division 3 people that will be the ones saying they want to rule Nigeria?
All right, well said, guys. Let's end what's trended today. In the spirit of...
sorry. Hey, guys. I just pray that this was mean for, you know, it's a little bit quiet now, you know, for the Chicago, they said for the Chicago, the case is coming up. I mean, they adjourned the case. Then again, they said the person is a female, you know, so it's interesting, really. I would say it's interesting, but I don't understand Tinubu. Was he she? Oh, I mean, was he a female? So let's just wait. It's a shame anyway, but in a country, Nigeria, so big as it is, over 200 million people, these things are happening, okay? But all the same, guys, don't give in or give up. And despite what people are saying, we know the obedient movement. We are here to stay. We are here to make things right. We are here to change the narratives, okay? We have a focus. Is to make Nigeria work again. And Peter Obi, by God's grace, he is one we voted for. And by God's grace, he's going to take it back, okay? So, but those people in Nigeria, please, those in diaspora also, let's keep the faith on. We should not lose hope, okay? Let's keep the faith on. Let's keep the faith on. Anything is possible, all right? Anything is possible. But really, we are doing well. We have done marvelous, really, okay? I don't know what is next for this people to say. Let me see. What is the whole to say? Let me just see.
On former President Jacob Zuma's impeachment. Back in 2016, accused the former International Relations Minister, Maite Mashabane, of sleeping on the job. Well, let's take a look before we come back for a discussion.
This is comedy. This is a comedy.
Yes, honorable member. I'm worried that
let me see.
minister that we pay so much, Minister Maite, she's sleeping in.
This is just a comedy for us to laugh, you know. During the court case last week now, over a week now, people were sleeping in the court, you know. Well, that is nature anyway. People are sleeping in the court. And the case was too long, man, seriously. So I don't really blame people. So people are so busy. So, but people are sleeping in the court. And it's like, you know, this is what they will show the pictures of those people sleeping in the court. But all the same is nature, okay? Is I would say it's nature. You cannot cheat nature. You can be president, you can be minister, man. When the body tests you, man, you need to sleep, and you got to sleep, okay? But That's just by the wayside. It's just for the fun, okay? Just for the fun. Just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. So guys, please kindly share the video and like and follow us on our page, YouTube channel. Right now, I think I'm about 4 channels. Let's do it. There's something I want to show. I will show it now, okay? I will show it now. But before then, let me allow this to finish. Okay, this is what I want you to see. Apple are sleeping in the court. It's nature, man. That is the truth. It's nature. That is the truth. You cannot treat nature.
Roman 1 to 7, 17, Roman 1 to 7, 18, Roman 1.
That the second respondent did not conduct any fresh primary election for the purpose of picking another running mate for the third respondent after the withdrawal of the fifth respondent.
These guys are funny. They're all sleepy. They're all sleepy. God.
Well, these are all sleepy. Rufai, I'm sorry.
It's like since if I bite them, they're all sleepy just for fun anyway. It's nature, okay? Now, come back to what I was saying before. You know, at the beginning, I talked about Loretta Aniche of what he said about arresting Peter Obi. You cannot try it. You cannot try it. Don't burn that country down. Don't even think of it. That guy, Peter Obi has helped the youth to cool down, not to go for rioting, not to go for protest. Don't even think of it. Don't think of it. So that lady that said there's no cheer that Jessica arrest and question him. Look, man, if you love your country, Nigeria, don't try such a nonsense thing. Peter is too quiet. He's too calm. He's the one that's even holding people back not to protest. Because what people did in February 5th to the 5th is enough to burn the country down. Seriously, man. It's enough to burn the country down. It's enough to protest. It's enough. Nigeria, so where? Look, freedom is gotten. Nobody can give you freedom. You have to get it by yourself. Nobody can give you freedom. You have to get it by yourself. We are watching and waiting anyway. So that aside, Wole Soyinka, what he did in South Africa, what he said, I don't know what is the problem between him and Obedience or Peter Obi. I don't know. I respect Peter Obi. He's so humble, humility. And today, I saw his picture. He was in Bangladesh. He was invited to Bangladesh. You know, it shows that this guy has plans for Nigeria. People around the world, they know. People that are concerned, they know that this guy has plans for Nigeria. Unlike Tinubu was in India. What Bangladesh, they are a neighbor country. Why did the Bangladesh invite him? But he was invited to come and talk, to come and discuss on how to move things forward. Look, Nigerians are blessed. Nigeria bless. God bless us with Peter Obi. God bless us with Peter Obi. But anyway, we will see. We will see. We will see. Then our princess, our high chief, had an interview today with Christian Amapo on CNN today. I love what she said. I love what she said. I'm going to play the video right now. With this video, I think I will wrap up for today. All right? Wrap for today. But what I want to say, Nigeria is blessed. We are blessed, okay? We are so blessed. We should not give in. We should not give up, all right? And again, we should encourage other people. I will do a video soon, maybe a very short video, maybe a live video also. All obedient, we need to help each other. That will be for another talk, okay? Let me not talk about that one right now. We need to really collaborate You know, let's pull some. There's some people that are suffering. Let's put them anyhow you can do. Let's put them out. Let's expand. Let's make expansion. Those doing business. Let's expand their business. Do you understand? Let's promote one another. Let's promote their businesses. Let's make this happen for everyone. This is the essence of obedient family also. This is the essence of one. This is the essence of together. This is the essence of making Nigeria great again. Or making Nigeria work again. Okay. Let me play this video. Then with this video, I think I will cut after this video, I will call it a day. This is an interview with CNN. She talked about the tribunal election, the judgment, what they gave, you know. Well, it's painful what the judges did. It's like, go to hell, I don't care. You know, one thing they know. I don't know. I can't say they refuse to know. They know that this judgment they gave will be used tomorrow as a preamble, okay, as a reference point. This is what this person did, this judge did in the case of this one against this one. They know all these things, but we should rescue Nigeria. We are going to rescue judiciary, the executive, we are going to rescue Nigeria. But we want to do it. It's just a shame that these things are happening, and I heard it's in a TOC local government area also in Lagos State, the House of Rep, won by the Labour Party. They said the case, there will be a rerun in some of the polling booths. Please, guys, let's give that guy, let's give him support, please. If you're in Lagos, let's give support. I know the guy in PDP, Black EW, is hoping to win the election, but man, let's send the guy back to the House of Rep, the Labour guy. Okay, I don't know him really, but I believe I heard the guy has been doing things even for the election. He has been helping his people. He has been helping his constituency. That's what I heard anyway. I don't know much, but we should support. I believe we should support him. I know that I heard Bakadabilu is a great guy also, but I don't know them anyway. But we should do the needful, okay? We should do the needful. My own is to make Nigeria work again. People, I say, let's pray for Nigeria. People say, pray for what? I don't pray. Look, guys, the truth must be told. Pray for your country. As you pray for your country, you pray for yourself. I will talk about this. I will find a time. If for good 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I will find time to talk about it. If I believe it, if I don't believe, if I take it from me, if I don't take it from me, that is the truth. Despite what is happening, pray for your country. Even the Bible says, pray for your enemy. They let your whole country. Man, if you're a Christian or who believe your faith, there are principles in life. There are principles in life. You have to adhere to it. Even His Excellency is our principal, Peter Obi. When that case was happening there was a time Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, was talking rubbish about him. I will find the video play. He said, he's my governor. He's a professor. I am a trader. And let him go and continue where I stopped. Can't you see? He said he prays for him every time. He prays for his state every time, because that is where he's living. If the state is not doing well, that means it will affect him. That is the principle in life. We should all know this. For me, I will talk about this. If you get annoyed with me, I don't care. But that is the truth. The truth must be said. We want to liberate Nigeria. We want to liberate yourself also. We want to liberate people from poverty, from failure. We want to liberate people from this, from mental slavery. We want people to know the truth. We want people to know the truth, and we will say the truth. That is why we are. If I don't tell you the truth, who will tell you the truth? If I don't tell you, if I love you, if I like you, If I say we are obedient family, if I don't tell you the truth, who gonna tell you the truth? Is it the APC guys? Is it the Bado boys? Is it like no? They will not tell you. Come on, they will not tell you the truth. If I say pray for this, I pray for this one. Come on, guys, pray for your evil enemies. Pray for them. If I don't have enemy, pray for people. Pray. If you think you have an enemy, pray for the enemy. All right. Anyway, I'm not here to preach right now. Let me play this video of our priest, our chief, our high chief, Chimanmanda, with Christian Mapo. I think it was today. Yeah, I believe it was today. On her views on the election, on the pet judgment. Okay, let me play it.
It's a sort of an election tribunal that upheld the elections.
Sorry,
and I'm actually in the middle of reading the judgments, and it's stunning. It's a sort of an election tribunal that upheld the elections, and I'm actually in the middle of reading the judgments, and it's stunning how shoddy it is. So the elections were manipulated in a way that was very shabby and shoddy. And I think that this judgment is equally shabby and shoddy. I hadn't expected it to be very thoughtful, but I'm shocked at how incredibly lacking in thought it is. What worries me about Nigeria, a country I love, is that whatever we do today is our way of setting a precedent for what happens in the future.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think it's so important to talk about the things that are wrong, because we're creating a kind of foundation for whatever will happen in our future.
So, but with that in mind, then how do you, I mean, obviously the president himself of Nigeria has denied any rigging, but the State Department in the United States has backed up the February results, saying this competitive election represents a new period for Nigerian politics and democracy. You disagree, so what do you think is down the road for Nigerian democracy?
I don't know, honestly, but I should say that there's also a European Union report based on people who are actually on ground during the elections, which is very clear about how those elections were rigged and were fraudulent. I want to be hopeful about Nigeria's future, but it's difficult to be. Right now, I know that we don't have the final word because the Supreme Court has not spoken. But I don't know that many people are very hopeful about that. And so, but the thing that's interesting about Nigeria is the sense in which one never knows. I mean, we've had such an interesting history, and so you never know. I choose to remain cautiously thoughtful. The one thing I should say is that young people across the country have become galvanized. This election really made people sit up and pay attention. And I think in the long run, that's a good thing for the country.
And especially in Nigeria, such a massive powerhouse in Africa. So, Ngozi Adichie, thank you so much indeed for coming, Chimanmanda.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was it, guys. I just played that. That was the interview from Chimanmanda. Let Professor Wole be saying his own. I believe that guy should by now be staying with his grandchildren and to relax, or just stay clear from all this political. You are an elder statesman. People respect your opinion, but if you're not come out talking about against obedience, against Peter Obi, come on, man. You are saying as if that was the truth that we came tell, and it was. Come on, it's annoying, really, man. What he said, but. I don't want to insult him. No, I don't want to insult him, man. I don't insult people. I respect people. That is it. But when you say what is not right, for me, I will say it. I will say what you said. I don't believe it. I don't take it. That was not just right. What you say was not just right. And we should all wake up. Let's continue to say the truth. That's what we're saying. If the government is doing bad, let's continue to say it is bad. But bring out the information that is correct for everybody to hear. Let everybody know the correct information. Nigeria voted. They voted for Peter Obi. That is the truth. We all voted for Peter Obi, and time shall tell. Okay, time shall tell. It's painful, but time shall tell. So we don't give in. We don't give up. Okay, we cannot give in. We cannot give up. So guys. I won't stay. I'm going to stop for now. I've tried to what is happening as per politics, regarding obedience and the court case in Chicago, what Wole Soyinka said, and that lady, former NDDC chairperson, Onoche Loretta, and the guy that came out that he was Tinubu's classmate after 20 years, he now came out, a young guy, well, without proofs, no pictures, nothing, even his own certificate was not even there, no proof at all. He went to TVC that is owned by Tinubu. You should go to Arise TV. That's what they will ask him questions. They will say, people will say it will shit for body. Anyway, I'll put the stuff for now. I think I will make the rebroadcast later in the day, maybe twice. I'm sure I will do the rebroadcast. Hopefully I'll be here again soon to talk about this. All right, guys. Please, as you watch, kindly follow, share, and like. Okay. Know one thing: the truth will always prevail. The lie may be leading now, but the truth will always prevail. For sure, light always overcome darkness. Have that in mind, please. All obedient, have that in mind, please. Don't give in, don't give up. It's about the prayer from everywhere. Don't give up. Obedience. Don't give up. Those in Nigeria, please keep on the faith. Keep on keeping on. We are strong and united. Those in diaspora, keep on the faith. Encourage people back in Nigeria. Let's organize. Let's help each other. Let's promote each other. If this business practice is doing, let's bring them up. Let's promote them. Let's promote them. Let people know that Obedient Family is not just for talking, not only on Twitter, it's not only on Facebook, but also in helping out to people out there. Okay, that's how it is. That's how life is supposed to be. Life is beautiful. Nigeria is blessed. Thank you so much for today. God bless Peter Obi and his family. God protect them. God bless Nigeria. God bless everyone. God bless all the obedient, those watching. God bless you all. I'll continue to pray for Nigeria, pray for everyone. That is how it is. And God bless me also. Thank you. God bless you.